Here's your news for March 13th, 2020. We're starting off with news from WWE Smackdown, as this week's show will reportedly have no live audience. Due to the ongoing global medical concerns, the WWE confirmed on social media that this week's show will instead emanate from the Performance Center in Orlando instead of the originally scheduled host city of Detroit, Michigan. This week's show will only have essential personnel in attendance, but this won't stop a packed 2-hour show, as Jeff Hardy, John Cena, and Paige are all scheduled to return to the Blue brand tonight. We've got more news from the ongoing medical crisis, as WWE might have to postpone their biggest show of the year, WrestleMania 36. Yesterday, the city of Tampa met to discuss the possibility of moving the company's biggest show of the year, but Tony Maglio is reporting that the committee will now meet again in 1 week to make their decision. As of right now, WrestleMania 36 is scheduled to go ahead as planned on April 5th, though given that plenty of other events have been canceled, it's possible that WrestleMania is next. Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis has also recommended that all major events in the state should be called off for the next 30 days, and if his recommendation is acted out, then this would include WrestleMania. WrestleVotes is also reporting that WWE Chairman Vince McMahon was in Tampa to meet with officials regarding the showcase of the Immortals, which just goes to show how serious things have gotten. In the 36-year history of the show, WrestleMania has never been postponed or cancelled, and while Vince McMahon lives by the mantra that the show must go on, it seems that there are some things out of the boss's control. Though things aren't looking great for WrestleMania 36 right now, there's still a chance the biggest show of the year could go ahead on April 5th. On Fox 13, Tampa Mayor Jane Castor didn't make any final decision regarding the show, but did admit that she and her team will have to make a decision at some point. She said, "We don't have to take immediate action for events weeks down the road." With WrestleMania just over 3 weeks away, Mayor Castor will have to make a decision sooner rather than later, as fans both in the US and around the world are trying to figure out whether they'll be allowed to travel to Tampa, and even if there are, whether WrestleMania will take place at all. Needless to say, this recent medical crisis has everyone in WWE concerned, and that includes investors who are being kept up to date by the company. In a statement, WWE told investors that the company has the right resources to continue forward no matter what, saying, "WWE has substantial financial resources, both available cash and debt capacity, which currently total more than $0.5 billion to manage the challenges ahead." The fundamentals of the company's business remain strong, reflecting the passion of WWE's fans and the quality of its content. Management continues to believe the company is well positioned to take full advantage of the changing media landscape and increasing value of live sports rights over the long term. Later in the statement, the WWE acknowledged that the recent medical concerns is likely to impact the company's finances, as they'll lose out on live event attendance, which will also affect merchandise sold and other profits. At this time, there's no way to tell exactly how much the company could lose, but it doesn't seem like this problem for WWE will be going away anytime soon. Well, we've spoken about how there's a very real possibility that WrestleMania 36 may not take place on April 5th, but that doesn't mean that the biggest show of the year won't happen at all. On Twitter, Alex McCarthy revealed that the company is considering June or July as the right time to host the show, and noted that with the recent European travel ban and the number of events shutting down, they can't see how WWE will be able to run WrestleMania on April 5th. If WWE does plan on hosting their biggest show of the year in the summer, then that means they expect for this medical crisis to be over by then, though time will tell whether that actually happens. Like we said, WrestleMania has never been cancelled in its entire history, but given the reaction to this recent medical issue, the WWE may not have a choice in the matter. We're taking a break from the ring to look at Vince McMahon's other venture, the XFL, which has also been affected by the global medical problems. In a statement online, it was confirmed that the XFL will not be hosting any of its regular season games, as the company doesn't want to risk people being infected in such a densely packed stadium. With that said, the XFL will also be paying all their players their base salary and benefits for the 2020 season, and that fans will be refunded for any paid tickets or have their money go towards future games. Despite this bad news, the XFL has said it remains committed to playing a full season in 2021 and future years. Since the XFL's relaunch in 2020, Vince McMahon had been hoping to fix the mistakes that caused the original league to close its doors after just one season, but there's no way the boss could have predicted this to happen. We are returning to the ring now, as it isn't just WWE that has had issues with the recent global medical concerns, but several other shows have been affected. In the WWE, tonight's edition of Smackdown has been moved to the Performance Center, while the March 14th Super Show live event from Toronto has been cancelled. The March 15th live event in Youngstown, Ohio has also been cancelled, and while WWE was supposed to be returning to Madison Square Garden on March 22nd, this too is likely to be affected. For AEW, their March 18th edition of Dynamite was supposed to take place in Rochester, New York, though that city has implemented an event ban, so that episode of Dynamite will take place in Jacksonville, Florida. The March 25th Dynamite, which was meant to be the company's Blood and Guts special, will also be affected by an event ban, and Evolve Wrestling has had two of their shows that were supposed to take place on March 14th and 15th postponed to May 8th and May 9th. New Japan Pro Wrestling has cancelled all their shows from March 1st to March 21st, whilst OTT Wrestling in Ireland has cancelled their March 14th Scrappermania 6 event. For Stardom, their March 15th event has also been cancelled, whilst PWG's March 29th Kobe event at the Globe Theatre in Los Angeles has also been cancelled. Needless to say, this is an issue that is affecting the entire wrestling industry and the entire world, and hopefully a solution will be found very soon. We are finally taking a break from reporting about the ongoing medical crisis, as WWE NXT was still able to deliver an exciting 2-hour show this week. During the fan appreciation episode that saw 2 title matches take place, there were quite a few injuries to report, as the WWE Now's NXT injury report revealed that both Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano were hurt during their brawl, resulting in Gargano being taken to a local medical facility. The report went on to say that Gargano suffered lumbar damage, and there's fears that he has aggravated a previous neck injury, while Ciampa needed glass to be removed from his body after being sent through a window. Charlotte Flair also showed up to NXT this week to build towards her WrestleMania match against NXT Women's Champion Rhea Ripley, and the Queen certainly has the momentum as she latched Ripley in a figure 4 around the ring post. After receiving a boot to the throat by Flair, Ripley was diagnosed with a bruised throat, and the medical staff performed an in-depth examination on her injured knees. We can't imagine these injuries will keep the NXT Women's Champion down for long, as Ripley has vowed to defeat the Queen at WrestleMania whenever the show takes place. One woman who knows all about making an impact at WrestleMania is Ronda Rousey, and though fans haven't seen the hot rod in the ring for quite some time, Rousey remains an active part of WWE. Recently, the former Raw Women's Champion was at WWE headquarters, where she snapped a picture with fellow UFC alumni Cain Velasquez, though the chairman of the board wasn't happy at all with the photo. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, McMahon freaked out about the image, but knew he couldn't take any disciplinary action as it was Velasquez who posted it. They said, "It was said by one person that Vince McMahon was freaking out badly over it, knowing he couldn't fire the leaker since it was Velasquez who didn't know any better, but another said that it was overblown and people were more laughing about it than freaking out about it." Though the chairman of the board can't exactly fire one of the biggest crossover athletes the company has ever seen, it's still unlikely that Cain will be posting too many pictures the next time he's in WWE headquarters. Though Rousey hasn't been seen on WWE TV in nearly a year, both Triple H and Stephanie McMahon have said that she will be back, but as for when, that fact remains unclear. We finally got some good news to share, as after years of fan campaigning, the British Bulldog Davey Boy Smith has been confirmed as the next entrant into the WWE Hall of Fame. The news was revealed during the latest episode of After the Bell, where Corey Graves spoke to the Bulldog's son, Davey Boy Smith Jr., and the third-generation superstar revealed that he will be posthumously inducting his father into the elite group. He said, "It's been long overdue, but I'm really excited and glad to induct my father into the WWE Hall of Fame. It's something great not only for my family, but for the WWE Universe as well, and I'm so excited and jacked up about it." After years of wanting to see the Bulldog get inducted, it was first reported by Brad Shepard on February 14th that the former European, Intercontinental, and Tag Team Champion would be getting the nod, and now that the news is official, we're sure Davey Boy Smith Jr., a fellow Tag Team Champion in his own right, will have plenty to say when his father takes his rightful place in the Hall of Fame. From one tag team champion to two more now, as fans haven't seen the Revival on WWE TV, and the pair didn't even compete in the recent SmackDown Tag Team Title Elimination Chamber match. Now, more details of the issues between the tag team and WWE have come out, as Fightful Select are reporting that Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson aren't getting paid much, if anything, by the company. They said, multiple sources within WWE have heard that the Revival either weren't getting paid or that it was extremely scaled back because they've already exceeded their downside guarantees. It was also reported that the former tag champions are seeking a, quote, amicable exit from the company, as both men's contracts will expire in the next few months. Though the pair have requested the releases multiple times, the company has always declined, and even added more time to Wilder's contract due to an injury he suffered over 3 years ago. Given the talent of both Dash and Dawson, there's no shortage of companies who are ready to snatch up the former Raw, SmackDown, and NXT tag champions, and these two could be appearing on AEW Dynamite sooner rather than later. We are looking ahead to tonight's SmackDown. As though the show will take place without any audience present, the WWE remains focused on producing an entertaining 2 hours. After losing the Intercontinental Championship at Elimination Chamber, Braun Strowman will hope to take some revenge out on Shinsuke Nakamura, as the new IC champion Sami Zayn continues to avoid competing, but will be ringside for the match. In addition to this, Roman Reigns and the Usos will team up once again to face the trio of King Corbin, Sheamus, and Robert Roode. With Jeff Hardy, Paige, and John Cena all slated to return tonight, this week's show is stacked, though it'll certainly be interesting to see just how SmackDown plays out later today from the Performance Center. And finally, we're ending with more news of the global medical concern, as it's not just the world of wrestling that's been affected. In Hollywood, several major films have been pushed back, as studios are fearing low ticket sales or the risk of a global infection, and this has affected John Cena. The 16-time WWE World Champion will be in the latest edition of the Fast and Furious movies, which was supposed to be released on May 22nd this year, but after everything that's happened, the official Facebook page of the franchise revealed the 9th installment will be delayed until April 2021. In North America, the film will now release on April 2nd next year, and it's unclear what specific date the film will be released for fans of the franchise in Europe and other areas. This new film sees Vin Diesel and Michelle Rodriguez return, and with John Cena, Helen Mirren, and Charlize Theron also set to appear, Fast and Furious 9 has all the makings of a blockbuster hit, even though fans will have to wait that little bit longer to see it.